what are your expectations for the season?
Yeah, I mean, I expect them to be a good team. I expect them to make the playoffs. I think, honestly, like, I think people are a little too low on this team right now. Like, this was a team where everything went wrong last year. They were a 90-point team. Like, they were close to the playoffs. They were close. They weren't there. Don't get me wrong. But I think this team this team is going to be closer to what they were in 23-24 than what they were in 24-25. That's my simple take, is I think they're going to be better. I don't think they're going to win the Pacific. Could they finish second? Could they finish third? Yeah, they could. Could they finish in a wild card spot? Yeah, they absolutely could. But I don't buy this idea that if everything breaks right, they're a wild card 2 team. I think they have what it takes to get to at least third in the Pacific. And you look at the setback that LA took, right? Like, you look at the rest of the division, it's right there for them. It's right there for the Canucks to go out and take a spot. So, yeah, I think this is a playoff team heading into the year. And yeah, maybe I'm a little too optimistic, but I do think this is a playoff team heading into this season.
Absolutely. I 100% agree. I'm very optimistic myself. I'm, trying not to be negative at all. Got to go in with a open mind. But on that note, obviously they still don't have their 2C, but they do with Hedel for now. But if things go sideways to start the season, there's been talks about, them maybe making a trade in November or even mid-season. I believe it was Stéphane Roger mentioned a prediction that they might make a trade in late January, which is something they've done before. So perhaps 4th time's the charm. Thoughts on that? Them possibly making a big trade mid-season or around January to address that 2C finally.
Yeah, I think that's probably the way that you have to go about it at this juncture, right? Like, they didn't get the center they wanted in the offseason, but like I've been saying, I think they have a good enough team to compete at the start. It's not like this hole at center is going to just cost them games left, right, and center. And maybe it will, and then they have to go out and address it. But I think when you consider how much the landscape changed for them this offseason, I think the approach is a fine one. I know Jack Roslovic's still out there. I've talked about him a lot. Apparently they're not as interested in him anymore, but I wouldn't hate to see them go sign Roslovic for the right price, but I also think the approach they're taking is a fine move as well. Like, if you want to be a little more patient, I think you have the team right now to win some games and at least keep you in that conversation, so that it makes sense to go out and get a guy in season.